Hello there guys, thanks for joining me on another video. Today is August 23rd, 2017, and I wanted to give a little update video on my current Litecoin trade. And so back in this area, this is a 4-hour chart of Litecoin priced in Bitcoin. And Litecoin was gaining some momentum, and this is where I made the last video, just saying that if we did get kind of a breakout of the cloud, could be a good trade setup. And so I was watching it on this bar, and we did break out of the cloud, but we didn't get a close, and it just sunk back down in the cloud, and then kind of sunk a little bit more and rested around this 0.011 level. But then today I was watching it again, and we did get a close finally outside the cloud, breaking this top layer of resistance. We had enough power to go through it and closed. So that's when I went ahead and took this trade. And then we had this big up bar after that, but it has pulled back a little bit since, although now it's sort of coming back up again. So we'll have to see what happens with this. You know, a lot of the resistance was at this top layer of the cloud, and so now that we punch through that, there's just kind of blue clear skies ahead. So I'm hoping that this can really gain some momentum and push higher. And so now the thing that I'm going to have to watch is just where to sell back to Bitcoin. So I'm hoping that we can maybe get a push to I don't know, 0.016. That'd be kind of nice. Maybe 0.18. Looks like it's been there before. 0.02. So we'll just have to watch this and see what happens. See where it starts kind of topping out, and then maybe try to trade back for some Bitcoin. So I only used a small position for this. It was actually just a few Litecoin. So definitely not all my Bitcoins. I just wanted to do a little trade and see if I could gain some more. But, you know, there is always that risk that, I mean, Bitcoin could strengthen and push up to 5,000. And then if I'm in Litecoin and it doesn't move with it, then I'm sort of losing Bitcoin. So it is pretty risky. But I did like this trade setup. So we'll see what can happen. So I wanted to also look at the daily chart, because this is telling another story about Litecoin. Okay, so here we go. So as you can see on the daily chart, we are still bearish under the cloud here. And when we spiked up out of the cloud on that 4-hour chart, we got caught by this purple layer of resistance. So the prices are moving, they're below the purple line. So when they push up to it, we weren't able to close over this purple line yet. So it came back down right at it. And then we saw a little bit of a sell-off from that. So right now, this purple layer of resistance is providing a ceiling that we aren't able to get through. So what I'm hoping is that this price action can close above this purple line, which would be 0.0129 right now. And then it's got 4 hour, well, this is a daily chart, so it's got 1 day to do that. So if we can close above this line, then I think we'll make our way to the next layer of resistance, which will be 0.0148 at this long-term trend line. And then if we can close above that, then we'll hit the cloud at 0.016. So that might be a time to look at taking profits. So basically the trade would be kind of an entry around here all the way up to 0.016, and then maybe trade back for Bitcoin, because that is a lot of resistance. And usually when these cloud lines flatten out like this, they are kind of a serious level of resistance. So the chances are that the price will kind of hit up to that resistance and turn down, kind of like it did here at the purple line. So that's what I'm going to be watching. We'll just have to see what happens. And let's look at the Bitcoin chart. just to compare it a little bit. So Bitcoin had this long sell-off, and then it has kind of pushed a little bit higher, but it was a kind of a spike. So the close has still been around this 4,000 level, and we do have a little red today. So I'm kind of in this trade, I'm hoping that Bitcoin weakens, and then Litecoin can strengthen, and then this trade will be profitable. So if Bitcoin can pull back maybe to this purple line on its daily chart, which would be about a level of 3,500, then that could be a great place to swap, get back into Bitcoin, having more of it, and then look for it to push higher. But if it continues to strengthen here and maybe even sets a new high or tries to target this 5,000 level, then I might need to exit this trade and just get back into Bitcoin and maybe get a little bit less. So it is a risk, but yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. I kind of like the trade setup. So if we can just just push a little higher here and get up through this this cloud and really strengthen in Litecoin, then this will work out great. So anyway, just wanted to I did also want to show you the pay token. So I was also looking at this trade, and when I made the last video, this had been rallying through these kind of layers of resistance, and it was looking like it was gonna kind of break through the cloud. And so I was watching it at this point, but then it started turning down. So I didn't take the trade on this one, and it fell down a little bit more, and now it's bumping up against the cloud at a lower level. And this is a pretty serious thick cloud on the 4-hour chart. So I'm gonna continue to watch this. If it can kind of maybe it runs up and pushes through the cloud a little bit and then breaks it here, let's say maybe a 0.011 level, then that could be maybe another great entry point for a trade in the pay token. But as of now, I'm not taking this one. I'm just gonna kind of watch it and wait to see what happens. And just if you guys are wondering, well, why don't you buy in here at say 0.00086? This is a lower level, and so, well, if it gets to 11, then you've already made some profit there, and then it could take off. It seems like that might be a better strategy. But the thing is, I like to buy when a price has already pushed through some major resistance and just has kind of clear skies above. So here, if we bought in here, first of all, you don't know if it's gonna continue lower or turn up and then continue higher. So that's one thing about say buying right now. This could work its way down to 0.0007 or 0.0006 before it turns up higher. We just don't know. And also, if it does run higher, then it's going to hit a lot of resistance here at the bottom of the cloud at 0.00096, and so it could hit there and then turn down. And so you're already in the trade, and yeah, you might have a little profit there, but the bigger amount is going to be made if this could get through this cloud and then start to sail up. That's the move that I'm kind of looking to capture. So anyway, just some thoughts on the charts here. And the other thing I did want to look at was the stock market. This is the S&P 500. I just wanted to keep my eye on this because we've had some pretty big sell-off days, and the price has kind of come back and rallied back. But these two sell-off bars kind of caught my attention, and then we hit the cloud here, gained a lot of support and bounced off of that. But we started to pull back again today. So I'm starting to watch this, because if we do sort of migrate through this cloud and end up having a close on the daily chart below the cloud, that could be a great trade setup for shorting the market. So keeping my eye on this. We'll have to see what happens, see how it plays out. You know, it could just ride this cloud up, continue up, and be, you know, have just set new highs, you know, keep going up. But if we do start to see some movement through the cloud and eventually break it, then that could set up for a great short in the stock market. So anyway, just trying to bring you guys some trade ideas and also just catalog my own trades through the Bitcoin space. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Talk to you later. Bye.